Okay, so this is going to be a quicker video, but I was originally going to go live for this, but I just felt like just making a video instead for this. I do have a live stream up for the WeatherStar 4000, just so you can compare that between, Asheville right now, so you could see how they're doing now and how much calmer it is now than it was at this time a year ago. But anyway, so Helene was not only one of the worst storms to hit the Carolinas, one of the worst storms to probably hit the United States. Helene was considered in Asheville like Hurricane Katrina was in New Orleans back in 2005, 19 years earlier. It was catastrophic. Saying it was catastrophic is almost an understatement. Hundreds of deaths. Many areas barely recovered because there's so much damage that you can't get that all cleaned up within 10 years possibly, even with today's technology. Other areas have almost fully recovered. Many towns have reopened. There's positives to what's happened since. But this is easily going to be something that's going to be remembered for generations. This is a historic storm. GSP originally made statements talking about how it was going to be once in a generation, upgrading it to once in a lifetime. The FFWE for Mountain Island had stated saying that the flood crest was the highest, had wording that was literally the flood crest was the highest of the modern era, which is not something you want to hear in a FFWE at all. The scripts for some of these definitely weren't your average flash flood emergencies. These were beyond that. These were historic. So, and of course, at this time a year ago, as I'm filming this, it's 7:13 p.m. as I'm filming this. And at this time, 7:13 p.m., Saturday, September 20th, Friday, take that back, excuse me for that, Friday, September 27th, 2024, was way less peaceful. If anything, it was anything but. Worst flooding ever seen in the Carolinas. And keep in mind, these impacts are still being felt today. And for the first few months, there's still people that don't have homes in the Asheville area and over in the mountains. So parts of I-40 are taking years to rebuild. But yeah, I can name many towns that were flooded. Just take a minute. Chimney Rock, wiped off the map. Marshall, very heavily damaged. Boone, extreme flooding, landslides, knocking down houses. Jefferson, Leadville. Keep in mind, these damages weren't just in North Carolina either. They were in South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, and even parts of East Tennessee and even parts of Virginia. And it feels like yesterday. It's hard to believe that this was over a year ago. Billions of dollars in damage. And it's likely going to be decades before it can really be back to what it originally was. Some areas will never fully recover. But yeah, so to pay respect to everyone who lost family members during Helene, and prayers still go out to those in the mountains who are still dealing with these issues a year after now. So keep them in your prayers, and yeah. Well, have a good night. If you want to, you can go watch the Weather Star 4000 stream. That's not what this video is about. This video is about what Helene was and why it's so important to remember. Have a good night, everybody.